The only way that we're actually going to keep our face with these processors and make them want us and want to work for us is we have to kind of differentiate ourselves from every other loan officer. And so it's the way we come off, and I had this one message where, everyone is a sale, like everyone. Like if you go to a restaurant, like it's not, like in order to get the best service, you sell everyone. You sell everyone from the valet to the receptionist, to the person that shows you the table, to the waiter. Right? You're selling everybody. And what I mean by sales, that you're not trying to flip them on a 30-year fix. What I'm talking about sale is you're actually talking to them like you appreciate them and you want that best service. Because that's the only way that you're going to show the best service. And the reason why is because if you can get that type of rapport, you can show them that you appreciate their time and that you're actually, you're not one of the neglectful type of customers that take them for granted. They'll work a little bit harder for you. Well, the same thing applies for operations. Right? Processors will, even though they'll never admit it, they'll neglect you if you're rude and you're not thoughtful, you're kind of ignorant. Get it? And if you're coming off in a specific way, you have to understand how you're coming off. Because if you come off more professionally and more helpful, they're actually going to prefer you and work with you. So it's everything from loan numbers in the subject line to the last name to even just the courtesy, hey, Susie. I hope you're doing well. I can only imagine how busy you are. Thank you so much for everything you do. I appreciate you. And then move into your request. But then how do you move into your request? Is the request like, hey, what's the status on this? Borrower is getting antsy. Can we close or not? 3 question marks. Because that seems kind of rude, right? Instead, an easier way is, hey, Susie, I appreciate you. I know you're absolutely busy. I just want to let you know I got a phone call with this person at 3 o'clock. Is there anything I can help collect for you to get this file moving off your desk? Completely different perception, right? Number one is they understand that you're going to contact them, which is one less task that processor has to do. Get it? Number two is in order to move it off your desk, which is what the processor wants, they don't want it on their desk anymore. Number three is what can I do for you? Got it. So you saved me a phone call. You saved me moving this file. Let me go ahead and pick your file from the back of the line and move it straight up. Because I want to know exactly what I can have you do as a LO that I don't have to do. Get it? It's a win-win at that point, isn't it? But it all comes off on how you come and approach that processor. The problem is, and I don't mean to curse, but the problem is though, is that we come entitled as if these people are subordinates. Now, I might have a little biased opinion because my wife was my processor. Which is kind of weird, right? But at the end of the day, what I learned from my wife is that I had the empathy, and that's probably why she fell in love with me. It's because I had empathy with her. I knew how to treat my processors. But where I came from is that I understood kind of what she went through, because when we would go home, and this is when we were dating, she'd vent, right? And she even became a processor at different companies while I was a loan officer at different companies, and she would just consistently vent. And what I would learn from her is the things what not to do. And so I would then mold my approach and communication in a way of what she would want. And naturally, I got more gravitation. I got more people working for me because she was giving me all the insight. And then what's odd is that 99% of the process we work with are women. Get it? And what do women want? And no offense, I'm not being sexist or anything, but women just want some courtesy. They want to be treated like real people. Louis Vuitton first. Louis Vuitton first. Yeah, I know that, bro. But right, so at the end of the day, if we understand these are the real facts, who the hell are we to come off to them like we're their employer? Or we're gonna talk to them like they're trash? Because women naturally, and this is a compliment to you, it's not, disrespect, they're kind of used to getting approached and chased. Get it? But when they get treated like and they get treated without disregard or given any credit, what do you think they're gonna do? For anyone who's in a relationship or married right now, what the hell do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna remember that shit. Well, my wife's got great memory, bro. She'll remember that I did wrong back in 2002. Like, remember that one day? Like, man, you'll never let me forget about that shit. But it's for real though. And that's something that we really gotta kind of take into our communication with anyone that we talk to, not just because they're women, not just because they're men, but at the end of the day, we understand that they're kind of our partnership, and without them doing their tasks, we can't complete our overall function, which is fund more loans.